What's up, guys? I'm here today to tell you guys about the first time I ever did the good old psilocybin mushrooms. It was a pretty intense experience for me. And I don't know, if you're not responsible enough, I really wouldn't recommend taking them. You really need to be in like a relaxed environment for the whole day. Can't be worrying about anything. But anyway, so I guess I'll start off. It was maybe about 3 months ago, and it was like on a Friday after school, and me and my friend, he said he wanted to go pick up some shrooms, so I was like, alright, why not? So, me and him, we left after school, and, we walked a few blocks. I was like, where the fuck we going? He's like, we're almost there, yada yada. So we get there, and my friend pulls out his, 35, whatever he has, no. I'm pretty sure he had a little more than $35, and we got, 4.5 grams for it. So, I'm pretty sure we were getting a pretty good hookup. And the guy said they were golden dip mushrooms laced with acid, and I had done acid before, so I was like, alright, why not, And yeah, so we got them, and we went back to his house, and I had never seen shrooms before, in real life, so he opens them up, and I look at them, and I'm like, yo, dude, those look fake as hell. And he was like, alright, really? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, if they're so fake, why don't you put some of them in your mouth? And I was like, alright, whatever, So I just did, and I was just like, alright, we'll see if this shit works. I was really thinking my friend got robbed and stuff. I was like, damn, this kid's stupid, but shit, I put half of the bag in my mouth, and he put half of the bag in his mouth, and we sat there for, I don't know, a little bit, and we were chewing. Shit tasted pretty nasty, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, but yeah, so we were sitting there for a little while, and we were sitting in his room, we're watching TV, he's rolling up a blunt, and we're getting ready to spark up. And as we're getting ready, you know how, if any of you guys smoke weed, how when you're rolling up, Swishers, or if they're, blueberries or strawberry or whatever, how it has that, tobacco-y scent to it? It was I smelled that, and then all my other, smell senses started getting really enhanced. I could smell everything around me. When his dog would walk past me, I'd get a huge aroma. His bud was reeking really bad. The blunt was smelling really bad. I could just smell the littlest things, and it was weird. And so I wasn't sure if I was tripping, or I don't know, I was just being weird or what. But yeah, so that started to happen, and we walk out into his garage, and we start sparking up the blunt. I start smoking, and I start feeling my weed high before I feel my shrooms high, and I'm sitting there for a little bit, and it's pretty cool, I guess. I'm just sitting there chilling, and I'm looking down at my phone, and I'm looking at the letters, and the letters, they're turning rainbow colors all the way through them, and then it's going back and forth, rainbow colors all over the words, and I was like, that was pretty cool. And then I looked up, and some of you may know the slang word for shrooms is booms. I know why they call them booms, because when I looked up, it just hit me like boom, it was crazy. I don't even know, I just looked at that shit, and I looked up, and everything was in claymation, dude, and I was seeing things I had never seen before in my life. I don't know if that's possible, but I swear I was seeing things I could have sworn I've never seen before. But we were just chilling in his garage, and I felt the walls around me started to cave in, and the ceiling started to cave in a little bit, and everything was getting concave, and I don't know, I just had this really weird, anxious feeling, and I remember I ended up throwing up that night. I can't remember, it was probably about maybe about an hour after I started eating them, so I was still tripping really hard when I threw up, and when I threw up, I literally, like, believed in my mind that I was a dragon breathing fire, and it was just, like, the most insane thing ever. And when I was bringing the fire, I felt like after I was done, it was, like, the most beautiful thing ever. Like, I just had, like, a weird-ass feeling, but it felt awesome. And I couldn't even explain it, but it was just amazing, dude. And it made me, like, it blew my mind away. And I was standing there, and my friend was like, yo, dude, can I get you some water or something? And I was like, just like, yeah, thanks. And I sat down. We're still sitting out of his garage, and we're just sitting there, and he walks out, and I remember he hands me the glass of water, and I looked at it, and in my mind, like, I wanted to drink the water, but then I started thinking, like, no, this water cannot be swallowed, and I just tipped the glass over, and I spilled all the water on the floor. I was just like, and that was it. And then, like, I remember, after I did that, I just, like, looked up, and then I handed the cup to him, and I was just like, can I have another glass? And I swear I did that, like, 3 times, and I remember I ended up getting, like, hit in the face by him, because really annoying him, and he was tripping pretty hard, too, but, yeah, shrooms is really intense, and, it really fucks with your head. I'm not even gonna lie, like, you think differently afterwards, but, that's what shrooms are like, I guess. Peace out.